Good morning, YouTube. I recently made a video. It was an update video based on what's going to be happening and some of the ideas I have for this channel. Right now, I'm actually going to get to a new portion of what I'm going to be discussing. This topic is going to be value. Value in your choice, value in yourself, and value in others. So there's going to be 3 components to this video. It may be a little longer than usual, so please bear with me. It's a difficult subject to talk about, considering that it's very broad and they can cover so much ground. So, I try to make these videos short and sweet, within 10 to 15 minutes long, but unfortunately some may exceed that amount. So with that being said, let's begin. Hey guys, let's start off with value in choice. When you make a decision in a relationship, you need to be able to stand by it. You need to weigh the cons and pros of every action you are going to make. That's very important, because if you don't, what ends up happening is that you'll end up causing issues for yourself and issues for your partner. And ultimately, that's going to separate you guys. Eventually, you both are going to see things differently. Sometimes that's good, because it would allow you to move forward with your own life if that's not the right person for you. But sometimes that could be the right person for you, and you're the one at fault of chasing them away from your life. So you need to be able to value the decisions you make and make sure that you are very calculative what you're gonna end up doing, okay? So always remember that each choice you make, it's gonna be a reflection of what's going to happen tomorrow. So if I make a choice today and I'm gonna stand by it, that's gonna set up my future. And that goes for pretty much anything in life, whether it's a decision you're making for work, a decision you're making for your relationship, a decision with family, pretty much anything you can think of that involves your life. Anytime you make any kind of choice, there's always gonna be a cause and effect, okay? Where you're gonna end up realizing, wait a minute, if I do this, this is gonna be the outcome. The whole point of making decisions is so that you can better yourself. You don't want to be in a situation where you make a choice and that choice you never gave it enough thought and it ends up backfiring. Because people are precious. Your goals, your emotions, your aspirations, all of these things going on in your life, they're all important. But you have to realize, you have to remember that every person you come across is also someone that's going to be special in your life. Every person's different. So when it comes to a spouse, a relationship with a friend, a brother, a family members, whoever, it could even be just a relationship with you and a stranger. These are all encounters that you need to make sure that when you do make a decision that's going to affect another person, that you already have thought about it. And make sure that it's final. You don't want to go back on your word. You don't want to change things up, because whatever you do, it's going to be done. The moment you do it, it's already done. It's in the past. And you may hurt someone, or you may end up hurting yourself based on your choice. Anyways, moving forward to the next way to use or utilize your value. Valuing the other person you're with, okay? So when you're in a relationship with anyone, it could be, again, family, brother, cousin, friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever relationship you're in, always remember that that individual is not forced to be a part of your life. That person is not entitled to be in your life. So knowing that a person is going to be there for you, that's something special. You need to place value on the fact that another individual is willing to do for you, willing to be there for you, willing to be a part of your life. You need to value that because, again, this is not something, you're not privileged. There's no perspective where you can literally tell another person, you need to be there for me. You have to be there for me. Because that person could just walk away from you or just turn around and say no. And they're perfectly fine to do so. No one owes you anything. You know, you're in this life and you're in this life alone. So anytime someone wants to be a part of your life, value that because they want to share your journey. They want to share a story with you. And that's very important. Just like any other story you may read online or in a book. When people want to join your journey, you need to be grateful for that. Now, when it comes to valuing yourself, okay, this is something that I myself am dealing with, where there are moments where I care for someone else more than myself. And that's an issue a lot of people face. Not everyone goes through this, but many do, where you place so much value in another person that life almost seems to stop when that person's no longer in your life or doesn't want to be a part of it anymore. If you have a girlfriend and she decides, I want to leave you, or if you have a wife and she decides, I want to leave you, this is her decision. She's entitled to do whatever she would like. If she wants to be with someone else, then she can. You have to accept that. And it may hurt. It may tear you up inside. But the moment where you need to place self-value. You can't let someone else hurt you or dictate to how you should feel or how you will end up feeling based on their action to leave. It's their choice. They're not forced to stay with you. And because of that, a lot of people get lost in emotion. They get angry, frustrated, depressed because someone decided, hey, I don't want to be a part of your life anymore. But you know, the reality is that they don't want to be a part of your life, but they're also losing you. You have to remember, the same way you're losing them because they chose to walk out, they're losing you. That means everything that was beneficial, everything you did for them, every memory you shared, this is all that they're gonna leave behind. This is that you gotta always remember this, because a person like that, you may not want them to be in your life anymore. You don't want someone that's gonna enter your life and just leave whenever they please, even if they have the right to do so, which they do. But you don't want them to exercise that right. You want someone that wants to stay with you. You need someone that's gonna grow with you, that's gonna start new chapters with you. You don't want someone that's just gonna enter your story and exit the first chance they get. That's a terrible side character that you don't need. You don't need that person there. You need someone that's gonna stay there. The more someone's willing to do for you, the more you should appreciate that person, and the more you should value them, because that's the key word, value. Without that, you won't be able to determine what you keep, what you stay with. So you should learn how to understand people. Learn the value of each person. When someone enters your life, you gotta realize that whether it's you or them, things will always happen. Things will occur. You can't change everything that does, interact in your life. Something may hurt you, and that's a part of life. It's not the fact that they hurt you that is going to determine what goes on in your future, but it's what you do with that pain. What does that person do when they hurt you, or when they did hurt you? Did they try to reconcile that pain you're feeling? Did they do their best to make it up to you because they value you? People make mistakes. You make mistakes. Did you go to that person and reconcile? Did you try your best to fix the situation and mend whatever problems you could? These are the things you think of when you are engaging in a relationship whether it's with a brother, a sister, your mother, your father, your significant other. These are the issues that you need to place value on. These people can come and go in your life if you don't hold on to them. Life is very precious, and for you to allow someone to take away from you, that's gonna become an issue, because you're gonna feel lost, you're gonna feel forgotten. You know, these are emotions that each person goes through when they are either on the receiving end of being wronged, or when they're being left behind by someone that they loved or cared for. You never want to lose a friend. You never want that person just to say one day, I'm out of here. I don't want nothing to do with you, bye. And that's it. They're gone from your life. You don't want your girlfriend or your wife or your husband or your boyfriend to just walk out on you. And if you do want that, then you shouldn't be with them in the first place. Then you should find someone that you do want around in your life. To say that you don't care about another individual, whether they walk away or not, that's foolish. Every person is special. Just because that person walks away, there's millions, billions, trillions of other people on this planet. There's almost an endless amount. That doesn't mean that that one person doesn't mean a lot. That doesn't mean that that one person isn't special. That person walks away, or you leave that individual, that's it. There was only one like that person. Now you're forced to go and seek another relationship and hopefully fulfill what you're looking for. But in order to do so, you need to place value onto that individual that you are seeking, and you need to place value on yourself. You are extremely important. Just because someone broke your heart, just because someone hurt your feelings, doesn't mean that you're not important. You're special. There's no one else like you. You are created just like every other person. The difference is that you are you, and they are themselves. No one else can become you. Only you can be you. And that is why this channel is all about you.